Dear Gemini, can you feel it? As if something is quietly shifting in the universe, a strange current of energy that only truly sensitive souls can catch. Have you recently felt restless, as if a door is opening somewhere, but you haven't yet seen clearly what lies behind it? That is not a coincidence. That is a signal. The universe is whispering your name. You've lived through moments when your brilliance and grace were hidden, as if everyone could hear you but no one was truly listening. You've smiled in the middle of a crowd, yet deep inside felt lost, waiting for someone to truly see the radiant essence of who you are. And so many times you've wondered, will there ever be a day when the world pauses and recognizes you for who you were always meant to be? Gemini, that day is closer than ever. This is not just an ordinary day. This is a threshold moment, a point where you leave the shadows of invisibility and step into the light of recognition. And that moment will not be loud. It will not be rushed, but mysterious and unexpected, like a breeze brushing gently against your heart, letting you know, finally, you are ready for a fated change. Let your heart open, because what is about to happen will not only change how others see you, but also how you see yourself. And if you're reading these words with trembling intuition, that is the sign you've already tuned into the frequency of the universe. Before we begin this journey, I invite you to take a moment like this video, subscribe to the channel so we can walk together, and leave a comment with a powerful affirmation. Gemini is ready. Let the universe know you are ready to step through the new door. So, pour yourself a warm cup of tea or coffee. Sit down, take a deep breath, because the journey we're about to embark on will be one you will never forget. Part 1. Invisible Pain. Light dimmed. Gemini, have you ever felt like you were carrying the whole sky in your hands, but when you opened them, no one truly saw the stars shining inside? You walk into a room, bringing ideas, wit, intelligence, radiant energy, and then you speak, you share, you give. But the response is only a few indifferent glances, some polite smiles, as if everything you just said dissolved into thin air. You sit there smiling, but inside a piercing question rises. Does anyone truly understand me? How many times have you had to be the source of inspiration for others, but when you were weak, no one stayed to inspire you? How many times have you turned your own pain into witty stories, just to keep the atmosphere light, while deep inside you only wanted, just once, to take off the mask? Dear Gemini, that invisibility is not a bad dream. It is the reality you have lived in for far too long, to the point where sometimes you ask yourself, is my worth only an illusion? And yet, strangely, amidst that loneliness, you never stop giving. You are like a river, always flowing, bringing water to the fields, to people thirsty for nourishment. But when their thirst is quenched, they turn away, and you continue drifting silently. Have you ever felt like a two-sided mirror? On one side, the radiant light you offer to life, and on the other, the quiet darkness only you can see. Gemini's pain doesn't come from lacking light. On the contrary, you are always one of the brightest constellations. The problem is that your light is often dimmed by the noise of the world, by those not sensitive enough to notice. You felt like speaking in a crowded room, your voice echoing, your words falling, but no one truly listening. They hear, but they don't understand. They look, but they don't see. And so, you begin to shrink yourself, hiding your brightest parts to avoid disappointment, to avoid being hurt. Gemini, you need to know this. Your invisibility is not a punishment, but a preparation. The universe never lets your light go to waste. The time you've spent in silence, in the pain of being overlooked, has in fact been a retreat to strengthen your inner power, to learn how to tell which eyes truly see you and which only glance in passing. Every time you gave love and it wasn't returned, every time you offered ideas and no one acknowledged them, those were the moments the universe was forging you stronger wings, so that when the day of flight comes, you won't just fly, but soar higher, farther, beyond even yourself. Perhaps you've asked yourself, why am I always there for others, but when I need someone, so few stay? But do you know, in those very moments, you were being shaped into a version that no longer depends on anyone's recognition. You will learn that true light never needs a spotlight to shine on it. True light radiates on its own. And one day, the world will have no choice but to see it. And that day, Gemini, is closer than you think. The days you've been underestimated were never meant to kill your faith, but to prove that even when no one listened, you kept speaking. Even when no one acknowledged you, you kept creating. Even when no one stood with you, you kept moving forward. That is proof you were born not to be seen by the crowd, but to touch the souls who truly know how to recognize you. Beloved Gemini, remember, your invisibility is a curtain, and when it falls, your light will blaze so brightly no one can ignore it. Trust that the tears you've shed, the times you bit your lip to hold back sorrow, will all become sparkling diamonds when the universe decides to shine its light on you. And in that moment, you will no longer ask, "Who sees me?" Because then, the answer will echo from the universe itself. I see you, Gemini. If you are hearing these words and your heart is stirring, drop a like, subscribe to the channel to walk together, and leave a comment with this affirmation: Gemini is ready. Because the moment you write these words, you are sending confirmation to the universe that you are ready to step out of the shadows and let your light explode. Part 2. The Wave of Destiny. A rare opportunity is coming. Dear Gemini, there are moments in life that will never happen twice. They are like a powerful heartbeat from the universe, sounding only once to awaken those who are ready. And right now, you are standing before such a moment. The universe is weaving a wave of destiny where three rare elements come together: opportunity, preparation, and recognition. These are not random gifts scattered around, but a convergence delicately arranged long ago, meant just for you. Take a moment to reflect on your journey. In recent months, Mercury, your ruling planet, has moved through intersections full of challenges. Its retrogrades left you disoriented, as if familiar words suddenly became burdens. Relationships you cherished took sudden turns. Plans you made slowed down, or even broke apart. But Gemini, none of those disruptions were meaningless. They were hidden tests sent by the universe, codes designed to strengthen your inner being. Each time you felt disappointed from being misunderstood, each time you waited and saw no sign, each time you rose again from the wreckage, those were the moments you were forged to become stronger. Now, as Mercury steps into the light, aligned with Jupiter, the planet of luck and expansion, a new door is forming. This is a rare moment where your words, your intellect, and your intuition can become the golden keys to unlock opportunities that have never appeared before. What was once delayed may suddenly flow smoothly. Doors that seemed tightly shut may now crack open, reminding you that the universe has never forgotten you. Do you notice it? Recently, the same dreams keep repeating, strange numbers keep showing up, eerie coincidences happen one after another. Perhaps you've heard a song over and over without knowing why, or stumbled upon a name from the past you thought you had forgotten. That is not coincidence. That is a signal. You've heard whispers in the wind, felt the invisible breath at your neck, as if someone was guiding you in the right direction. And the very feeling of something is about to happen in your heart, that is the universe's whisper. Gemini, you were born with ears attuned to frequencies others cannot hear. You read the language of the smallest things, a glance, a dream, a chain of events flowing together. And now, those frequencies are stronger than ever, urging you to prepare for a great wave. But remember, this is not a wave to drown you. This is the wave that will lift you, carrying you to new lands where you will be seen, recognized, and given the opportunities you deserve. The planetary alignment right now is like a cosmic orchestra. Mercury awakens your inner voice. Jupiter opens doors of wisdom and fortune, while Saturn stands quietly in the distance, reminding you that every opportunity carries responsibility. This is the moment when your intellect, grace, and patience merge, transforming you into your most ready version. You are no longer just the one sowing seeds in the dark, but the one who will finally witness your first harvest. The only thing you need to do, Gemini, is to trust and let go of fear. If you resist, this wave will sweep you into confusion. But if you surrender, this wave will lift you, carrying you to the place your soul has long awaited. Trusting does not mean sitting still. It means acting with the faith that the universe is walking with you. Gemini, this moment is rare. It will not repeat every day, every month. It was created to mark a turning point in your journey. Everything you endured, everything you lost, was preparing you for today, the day you are ready to embrace the wave of destiny. If your heart is resonating with these words, leave a small sign. Like the video, subscribe to the channel to continue walking together, and comment with an affirmation to send your signal to the universe. Gemini is ready, because the moment you write these words, you are confirming to yourself that you are ready to step into the greatest wave of your life. Part 3. A message for each Gemini birth group. Dear Gemini, you are not just a zodiac sign. You are a mosaic made up of many pieces, each one carrying a shade, a story, a different journey. And because of that, as the wave of destiny approaches, it will touch each of your birth groups in its own unique way. Like different notes in music, when they come together into a symphony, they all lead to one common crescendo. You will be seen and recognized for your true essence. Gemini born May 21, May 29. Breakthrough through knowledge and creativity. If you were born in the early days of this sign, you are the opener, carrying the raw energy, curiosity, and intellect of the first light of day. In the coming time, breakthroughs will appear in areas related to learning, creativity, or the way you express your intelligence. The ideas you once kept hidden, the projects you thought no one cared about, will suddenly gain attention. Mercury, your ruling planet, is flowing in harmony with Jupiter, in the 9th house, the house of knowledge, belief, and expansion. This opens the door for Geminis of this group to step into the light through your unique thinking and creativity. Believe that your voice, your knowledge, the things you share, they are needed by someone. And soon, you will unexpectedly find yourself becoming the source of inspiration you never thought you could be. Gemini born May 30, the 9th of June. Truth in love and human connections. If you belong to the middle group, your journey often revolves around relationships and connections. You are deeply emotional, easily moved, yet often lost from giving too much without receiving enough in return. This wave of destiny will knock on your heart. Venus is moving through your seventh house, the house of relationships, while forming a harmonious aspect with Uranus, the planet of surprises. This means truths in love and in connections will gradually be revealed. The ambiguous relationships that lingered will show their real nature. You may lose someone, but in return, you will gain the clarity and sincerity your heart needs. This is not an ending, but a cleansing, leaving only those who truly see and understand you. And at that moment, you will no longer have to strain to prove your worth. You only need to be yourself, and true love will find you. Gemini born the 10th of June, the 20th of June. Opportunities for leadership and collective influence. The final group of this constellation carries stronger and more mature energy. You are often tested by responsibility, by the desire to find your true voice among the crowd. And then, opportunity arrives. Saturn, the planet of structure and discipline, is illuminating your 10th house while connecting with Mars, the planet of action. This rare combination opens the path for you to step into positions of greater influence. Your voice will become a compass for others. Don't be surprised if you are given new responsibilities or invited to collaborate with people of stature. This is not a burden, but the universe's invitation for you to prove that Gemini is not only a messenger, but can also be a guide. A message for all Geminis. Whether you were born at the beginning, the middle, or the end of the season, this moment leads you to the same point, being seen and recognized for who you truly are. No more hiding behind masks, no more bending yourself to be loved. You will stand in the light of truth, and the universe will send people and opportunities to help you live as your authentic self. Dear Gemini, this is the time to listen to your heart more than your mind. When the universe opens a door, don't hesitate, because stepping through it, you will find not only recognition from others, but also recognition from your very own soul. If you feel you belong to one of these birth groups, like the video, subscribe to the channel to walk this journey together, and leave a comment with the affirmation, Gemini is ready. Because when you write these words, you are not only speaking to the world, but also sending a sacred promise to the universe that you are ready for fated change. Part 4. The Dissolution of Darkness. When truth is rewarded. Dear Gemini, how many times have you felt you had to wear a mask just to survive? How many times have you hidden a part of your true self just to make others feel more comfortable? You smiled when your heart was breaking. You stayed gentle when your soul was in turmoil. Not because you didn't dare to live authentically, but because this world didn't seem ready to embrace the fullness of your light. And so, that light was restrained, suppressed, like a flame trapped in a glass cage, still burning, but unable to spread. In astrology, there's a reason for this. When Mercury, your ruling planet, frequently clashes with Saturn or Neptune, you find yourself surrounded by doubt, lack of trust, or illusions that make you believe you're smaller than you truly are. That is your dark phase, where your inner truth is veiled by prejudice, by the need to please others, by the fear that if you live as your true self, you'll be abandoned. But Gemini, darkness is not your enemy. It is the environment where your light learns to grow stronger. If your light had always been easily recognized, you would never fully understand its value. Because it has been hidden, restrained, your light has become more urgent, more fierce, and when it is finally released, it will explode in a way that no one can ignore. This is why your truth and authenticity are the greatest rewards the universe is preparing to give you. Imagine yourself standing before a row of misty doors. Each door represents a different version of you. One leads to conformity, one to pretense, and one final door where your true light is waiting. In the past, you often chose the first doors because they felt safe, because they shielded you from judgmental eyes. But now, as the wave of destiny rises, the universe is opening only one door, the door meant for your truest self. There is no room left for masks, no room for cheap compromises, no room for shrinking your voice just to blend into the crowd. If you walk through this door, you must carry your whole self complete, original, unhidden. And the moment you dare to step through, it becomes an invisible ritual marking your rebirth. A ritual without incense, without witnesses, yet one that echoes through your soul like a sacred song. Gemini, your steadfastness, your identity, and your true light are the keys. You once thought the key lay in trying harder, in pleasing someone, or in meeting society's standards. But the universe has never cared about those things. The only question it asks is, do you dare to be yourself? Because when you choose yourself, the door opens and the darkness dissolves. This light is not just what you bring to the world, but also what you reflect back into yourself. It shines into your hidden corners, dissolves the illusions you once believed, and lets you see more clearly than ever. You were never weak. You are only being tested to discover your true strength. Like a darkened room, all it takes is one small crack, and the light will flood in, turning the darkness into a backdrop that makes the light shine brighter. And now, Gemini, that crack has appeared. The walls you built for protection are beginning to fracture. The illusions that deceived you are fading. The whispers of doubt are disappearing. You no longer need to ask, will they accept me? Because the truth is, you don't need everyone's acceptance. You only need to live as your true self, and the universe will send the people, the opportunities, and the circumstances that recognize you exactly where you need to be. This is the moment when darkness dissolves, not with noise, but with a mystical silence. Like a candle glowing in a room full of shadows, your light will steadily overtake, gentle yet unwavering. And when it touches someone's heart, you will realize truth never needed to be proven. It only needed to be lived. Beloved Gemini, you no longer need to wear masks to please anyone, because the door of the universe only opens for your truest self. And when you step through, the reward is not only recognition from the world, but liberation for your own soul. If you are feeling these words like light piercing through the darkness in your heart, leave a small sign. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and comment with a powerful affirmation. Gemini is ready. Because the very moment you write it, you are declaring to the universe that the darkness has dissolved and you are ready to step into your own light. Part 5. The Song of Rebirth. Embrace your destiny. Dear Gemini, the time has come for you to no longer just wait, no longer just hope. This is the moment of complete rebirth. Not only will the world see you with new eyes, but you will also see yourself in a way you never have before. It's as if for years you've been living inside a tight garment, forced to shrink yourself to fit. And now, that garment has torn apart, revealing a new form radiant, expansive, and stronger than ever. That feeling will burst forth, unstoppable. It's like finding your soul tribe again, where no one asks you to shrink, where no one demands your silence, where your light is not only accepted, but celebrated. Imagine that moment. You stand in the embrace of those who truly understand you, and instead of straining to be seen, you only need to breathe, and you are still recognized, still loved. This is the reward for all the days you persisted in holding on to your true essence. Of course, there will be those who feel uneasy when they see you shine. They were used to a smaller version of you, easier to control, easier to overshadow. And when you rise, they may feel lost, even resistant. But remember, that is their limit, not your barrier. The universe never asked you to please everyone. It only wants you to stay loyal to your soul. And when you choose yourself, those who belong with you will naturally stay, while those who don't will quietly drift away. Now is the time to rise, to open your arms, and let the light explode. No fear, no hesitation, because this light is not only for you, it is for the world. When you live authentically, you inspire others to dare to live authentically too. When you shine, you become a torch for those still wandering in the dark. This is the sacred mission your soul chose long before you came into this life. In astrology, this is known as Gemini's cycle of rebirth. When Mercury, your ruling planet, passes through a new realm of light and merges with Pluto's transformative energy, this combination is like a symbolic death and a glorious resurrection. The old must dissolve. Outdated beliefs, relationships no longer rooted in truth, false dreams, and from the ashes, a new version of you rises brighter, stronger, more authentic. This is not a small change, it is a total transformation. Gemini, let your heart open to receive it. Don't shrink back. Don't hesitate. The universe has composed a song of joy, a melody written just for you, where every note is a lesson, every rhythm a mark on your journey. And now, as this music rises, let your soul dance. Let your body tremble with the joy of liberation. You are no longer the one waiting for recognition. You are the one creating recognition. You are no longer the one searching for light. You are the light. Believe that everything you've been through, the tears, the detours, the lonely nights, was preparing you for this moment. The moment when you step out, lift your head high, and declare to the world, "This is me, the real version." Beloved Gemini, this is not just the end of a journey. It is the beginning of a new era in your life, an era where you no longer live through the eyes of others, but in the brilliance of your own light. Prepare your heart, open your arms, and welcome the destiny that is smiling at you. If you feel these words echoing in your heart, leave a sign. Like the video, subscribe to the channel to continue this journey, and write down a powerful affirmation. Gemini is ready. Because the moment you write it, you are declaring to the entire universe that you are ready for your own song of rebirth. Dear Gemini, the journey we've just shared in this video is not only about astrology, it is a spiritual map for you to see your path more clearly. The greatest lesson the universe wants to send you right now is this: true recognition only comes when you dare to live as your authentic self, when you no longer wear masks to please others, when you stand in your raw, original light. That is the moment every door begins to open. In reality, this can be applied to your daily life. When you feel the urge to shrink yourself to avoid judgment, take a deep breath and allow yourself to speak up. When an opportunity comes but hesitation holds you back, remember that the universe never sends you anything you are not capable of carrying. And when someone doesn't understand you, don't rush to blame yourself. Sometimes it's only the limit of their vision, not the limit of who you are. The value you receive from this video is the reminder that you are not invisible. You have been prepared. You are at the right moment, and you are worthy of stepping forward to shine. Allow yourself to trust, to act, and to open your heart to destiny. If you feel this video has touched your heart, don't forget to leave a like. Subscribe to the channel to continue walking together, and write a powerful affirmation in the comments. Gemini is ready. That simple affirmation becomes your message to the universe, declaring that you are ready for the new chapter of your life. And remember, you are not just someone searching for the light, you are the light. See you in the next video, where we will continue to uncover the wonders the universe has prepared for you.